guys, check this out. A few weeks ago, I got hit by a deer, or should I say I hit a deer. Either way, the damage doesn't look as bad, but it's actually worse than what it looks like. The more you look at it, the more that you want to kind of fix this problem. And I didn't want it to go do the same thing twice. So what I decided to do is find a metal bumper. Now, if you know these, metal bumpers are really expensive. But I was able to find the cheapest metal bumper online. And it's not just the cheapest, but probably one of the best quality. And I gotta tell you, I've never done this before, so this is gonna be new to me. But this is not a whole bumper, this is a kit to weld your own bumper. And that's what we're gonna be doing today. This is not sponsored by any means. This bumper, I bought it because I have other products that I have from this company, and the quality was so good that I decided to give it another chance. So that's what we're gonna do today. So this bar right here is the one that have the most damage. You can see it's a little curve or whatever. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know if I have to keep it or remove it, but we'll find out in a little bit. If we have to keep it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bend it back and I'm gonna try to measure it to the other side and get it as perfect as I can, so I don't have to buy another one. But this crash bar has to come out. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts on one side and 4 bolts in the other side. And this is where the bumper actually is going to attach. So let's get it. Alright guys, so after removing the front bumper, everything is almost pretty straightforward. I want to show you a couple things. The first thing I had to do was to cut the stud on this AC line because it was too long and it was hitting the first piece, which this is the first thing you want to put on to start putting the bumper together and tacking it. But this is actually pretty cool because everything is indented, almost like a puzzle. And it's pretty straightforward. So this is gonna be the first piece that goes right here. We're gonna put some bolts in there to secure it, but I wanted to show you how these all go together. As you can see, I told you it has some indentations, so you put it on in place. And then here is the other piece. And it will square up pretty good. Once we have it in place how we want it to, we're gonna tack it in place. We're not gonna weld it together, we're just gonna tack it all in place, make sure everything is square and looking right before we weld it. But it's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna crank the welder up and start tacking some of this stuff together. So as far as your bumper reinforcement, this is what they will come like, and they'll come in the kit as well. You don't have to buy separate bumper reinforcement. They will come on your bumper kit, but they will come like this, and you pretty much have to bend them this way. That way when you put them on, then you can bolt it into the frame as well. This I'm gonna weld it as well. I'm not just gonna leave it like that because this is gonna be really weak points just in this end. So you're just gonna, once you got it in place correctly, we're just gonna weld it together. And this is gonna be the bumper reinforcements. So this thing is looking good. I got the first box spot welded, and everything just going, like I say, piece by piece. There's no instructions, so that's the only reason why I'm making this video. I want to make somebody else's life a little bit easier, but every single piece is just go one by one, and they all cut in the notches, and then you spot weld it on it. This is gonna be the next piece after. This one goes right here, and you kind of see how it start becoming alive. I'm very happy with it, with the quality. Everything fits perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna keep spot welding it until I get it all together, and then we're just gonna weld it all together. Alright y'all, so the bumper is tacked in place. The only thing that I haven't tacked in yet is the outside fog light lamps, because there is some parts that I want to weld from the inside, and if I put this in place it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. So other than that, it looks pretty good. I put my grill and headlights in. My side lights are kind of broken, and that headlight has a bracket that is broken as well. So I don't know if I get new headlights or what, but we'll worry about that later. The bumper is the main thing while we're here, and I'm liking it so far. It looks really good. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the bumper out and weld it on the table so I can be more comfortable. So it's looking good. Alright guys, so it's looking pretty good. I got everything pretty much welded. The only thing that I have left is gonna be the very bottom part. Right now it's upside down on the table. This is gonna go like this. And then you have these triangles that they go on it like that. Once you got them all square in there, you weld them all together. This is the bottom part, and then after that we're gonna have the fog lights mounts, which I'm not gonna put them right now because I don't have fog lights at the moment. I have to buy them first, and then once I got them, then I can figure out where exactly I can tag this in place so I can bolt it, because if you weld it right now you might have issues later on trying to make it work. So just pretty much wait until you have the fog lights and then put them in place, and then you can see where these go. But this is the fog light bracket. So I'm gonna finish this up, and then I gotta go to Harbor Freight. I gotta get some flapping disc and smooth all these out. And man, I'm excited. This thing is looking good. Also the welding part is pretty much done. Aside for some of the spots that is a little bit undercut, and I'm gonna have to re-weld it when I sand it down so it looks smooth and clean. But overall, the welding part is done. Now I gotta go Harbor Freight, get some flapping disc and sand it down really nice, make it smooth and looking good. And then I'm gonna get some paint. We're gonna paint it, put it back in the car and see how it looks. But I think so far it's looking pretty good. Alright guys, so the bumper is finally sanded down. I didn't want it to bore you to death with grinding and sanding. It's pretty self-explanatory. All I did is use a flapping disc, and I use a orbital sander with a 80 grit to get rid of that mill scale gray looking thing. That way it's ready for paint. But I think it's looking great. I'm gonna show you a few of the brackets that I told you I was gonna tell you later what I did in order to make it work. and also the AC line, we had to move it a little bit higher so it won't hit the winch, because I got a winch that I'm gonna put on it. And what else? The fender liners. The only thing you want to do with the fender liners, and it's up to you really, but I just cut the front part. Some people take the whole fender liner off. I just went ahead and cut based on that line on the front fender liner off, enough to get it out of the way. And the fog lights, I know I say I wasn't going to show you that because I didn't have it, but I went ahead on Amazon and I got me some fog lights, and this is what I got. So what I have is some aux beam pot lights, and these are the P4 series. I have no idea how this thing will do or perform. I went to the Amazon reviews and they seem to be pretty good, and they were IP68 waterproof, so I don't know, quality seems good, but I haven't tested them, so I can't tell you too much about them. All I wanted is to have some kind of fog lights to cover the holes, and it looked good, so we got them. This is how I mount the brackets. So this thing is ready for paint now. I'm just gonna clean it up, we're gonna paint it, and then we're gonna put it in the car. So there's two different ways you can do this. You can completely remove this whole bracket if you want to. The reason why I didn't want to do that is because this supplies some support to the headlights and the corner lights. So this is a support point and this is also a support point. However, you cannot just leave this whole bracket like this because it will be on the way for the fog lights. So what I did is to cut it like right here and right here, and I'm about to show you the other side. And I used this same bracket that I cut a piece out of it and welded in there so it'll be closer to the body and out of the way. In the middle, you're gonna have this bracket support. You kind of want to cut it out because it comes out too much. It's gonna get on the way of maybe the winch or the bumper itself. So you want to cut this out of the way, and then this AC line, you want to be gentle with it, but you want to move it higher and maybe tie it down with a zip tie or something where you can keep it really tucked to the body so you'll be out of the winch. So if you're wondering about weight, I weigh about 180 pounds. I weighted the bumper and I also weighted the winch to see how much weight will be out total. So the bumper itself is only like 75 pounds, but he also offers an option where he'll give you hardened steel, which is gonna be less heavy but probably stronger. So you have also that option. As far as construction wise, just try to plan to have the whole weekend tied up. It's gonna be 10+ hours because it takes a little bit of fabrication and you gotta square everything correctly. It's not just gonna be a 4-hour kind of thing. It's not gonna be that kind of build, but it'll give you a great satisfaction when you're done. So the bumper is all done, all painted, installed, and man, I cannot be happier. This thing looked great, better than I expected to be my first bumper that I ever put together. I think it came out great. Let me know what you think. I also have a few recovery points from Iconic Fabrication that I haven't installed yet. I'm gonna put those on. Man, like I say, you should visit this guy's website.
and check out what he got for your FJ, because he got a lot of cool stuff and he made our life easier. Not everybody can afford a CNC plasma cutter, so cutting your own bumper is gonna be kind of hard, but he'll make those parts for you, or you just have to install them yourself. So check it out. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you around.